we've all been very fortunate in our careers to have worked in a number of contact centres, and I guess from my side, I've seen it. I guess 2024 has been the year where we've seen vulnerability come to the fore in everything we're doing, and the agents have always been at the front of that line of dealing with customers who have vulnerabilities, but we're also seeing vulnerability as a category grow. So what I'd like to know from your side is what examples have you seen of vulnerability changes and how agents have had to deal with that differently? We've now got different channels. We've got chat, email, voice. How have you seen agents have to change to manage the changes in the vulnerability?
Yeah, I think it's overall, isn't it? If we mention, the pandemic, which everyone knows well about, pre that, agents would have been sitting at home, sitting in an office, chatting away to customers that have had the colleagues sitting around them. And everybody's lives were very different. Everyone's challenges were very different. And vulnerability was deemed to be something very different. You honestly would have thought of it being more, the adaptations that you had to make for a braille bill or to, speak loud and clear so that somebody could understand you, rather than it being, characteristics around financial vulnerability or that kind of thing. I think as well, very much it's changing when legislation and things come in, that changes the focus of it. But I think people are just more tuned in now to the fact that people have a lot going on, and a lot going on that can change, and a lot going on that can affect how they are spoken to and how they speak to other people. Customers are more frustrated. The things that are going on in their lives, which would potentially be a number of vulnerable characteristics, are then perhaps leading them to display behaviours when they ring a contact centre that might not necessarily be, deemed to be
I think
helpful.
We've got to acknowledge that it's very rare that somebody is ringing a contact centre to just essentially declare themselves as vulnerable.
Yeah.
Inevitably, the agent job is more and more difficult as we automate the easier tasks to then focus on, doing exactly what they're asked to do during the interaction, actually resolve whatever the query is, but also listen out for those subtle cues. And as you've rightly said, the subtle cues are changing.
Yeah.
And to your question, Ollie, as well, where I've seen that changing is the development of the technology in the space as well, and technology that's used to support the agent with their job in and give them those visual cues that where they might miss something if they're just left to their own devices.